The French animated movie Long Way North is the perfect movie for this time of the year.
Allez les gars, courage!
Il est où le bonheur alors?
Tout en haut du monde.
Long Way North tells the story of a courageous young girl who goes on an epic adventure. The time is 1882 and the girl's name is Sasha. She's a Russian aristocrat and her grandfather is a famous explorer. The movie opens with him leaving on an expedition to the North Pole, but the years pass by and he hasn't returned yet. Since no one else seemed to be of big help, Sasha decides to go looking herself. Long Way North is the directorial debut of Rémi Chayé and it was produced in France and Denmark. It has a very unique animation style and I found it to be just beautiful to look at. They don't use that many strong colors, instead the movie is covered in more naturalistic, pale tones. It fits the setting perfectly as it manages to invoke both the cold nature of the journey, the weather, the ice, that winter feel, but at the same time that warm and cozy feeling you got when it's cold outside and you're somewhere at a fireplace inside an old wooden cottage. The way it's animated goes hand in hand with this. It seems very simple, but it's actually done with so much care. It looks more rough and withered than your typical animation. Also, some of the outlines look kind of edgy or textured. They also did a great job with the overall sound design. For most of the time the movie doesn't use music that prominently. It's very quiet in the background or there's no music at all. But there's a lot of ambient background chatter on a ball or in a pub. Footsteps in the snow, the creaking of the ship, the wind, the waves. It makes the movie come to life. But there are also a few instances where the music is very prominent and there's even a little montage sequence where Sasha is working in a pub until the ship she needs for her expedition or for her search is coming back to harbor. I like the moments in that pub very much. In these scenes Sasha learns what it means to work hard and stand on her own feet. Overall I thought Sasha was a great protagonist. She is always front and center and what happens because of her actions. But I have to say at the same time the story itself isn't that memorable or special. It's kind of predictable, but they make up for that not only with great animation but also with some other likable characters as well. Aside from the owner of the pub, it's 3 men from that ship that I really liked. That's the captain, the name's Lund, a very strict, very disciplined man, his younger brother Larsen, who is more of a gambler, and a young boy who befriends Sasha. Oh, and there's also an awesome dog on that ship as well. I've seen the movie in its original language French, so I can't say anything about the dub. In the end, I really recommend Long Way North. It's a classic adventure story with cool characters and a very unique animation design. I give it 7.5 out of 10.
Le plus difficile commence maintenant. Mais c'est tellement beau. J'aimerais que tu vois ça, ma petite Sacha.
I also saw another great indie animation movie called The Red Turtle that I will talk about in a few days. And I also saw another really amazing French movie about more than one expedition called The Odyssey. It's about the great adventurer and filmmaker Jacques Cousteau. I will also talk about that movie in a few days. That's it for today. Like always, please tell me in the comments below what you think about Long Way North. You can hit me up on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram simply at TheJimmyCage. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like.
You are not my